Question 61. Which of the following valves must be fully open prior to igniting a torch? Answer, oxygen valve on the tank. Question 62. On a list of materials, what does the acronym RFSO represent? Answer, raised face slip-on. Question 63. With a 7-0-18 rod, which of the following circumstances lowers hydrogen in the flux and produces porous welds? Answer, damp flux. Question 64. What does EN stand for in terms of welding current? Answer, straight polarity. Question 65. Which of the following is the first step in assisting a colleague who is bleeding? Answer, put on protective clothing and follow biohazard procedures. Question 66. Which of the following would be applied to a steel plate before drawing a line? Answer, layout die. Question 67. Which of the following is the right representation of an object when dotted lines alternate with solid lines? Answer, brass. Question 68. What is the maximum acceptable width for the weave when covering a broad region with a weave pattern in a single pass? Answer, 1.5 times the diameter of the electrode. Question 69. Which of the following depicts an object's appearance most accurately? Answer, pictorial. Question 70. When does the cleaning activity of the AC cycle occur? Answer, positive half cycle. Question 71. How do you determine whether or not welding fumes are hazardous? Answer, looking at the material safety data sheet. Question 72. What sort of lifting method has the lowest lifting capability while utilizing the same rope? Answer, choker sling. Question 73. For a vertical lift to sustain 2 tons, what diameter rope is required? Answer, 1/2 inch. Question 74. The distance a worm travels during one full rotation is known as which of the following? Answer, lead. Question 75. This sort of shear is capable of punching, slicing, and notching. Answer, universal or ironworker. Question 76. Which of the following methods of evaluating materials without breaking them is correct? Answer, non-destructive testing. Question 77. A double bevel groove weld is? Answer, has a cross-section similar to the letter K. Question 78. Which of the following is the most probable cause of an insufficient air supply in a CACA system? Answer, excessive carbon deposits and contaminated base metal. Question 79. How explosive is a combination of acetylene gas and air? Answer, 2.5% to 80%. Question 80. Which of the following inclusion types cannot be seen with the naked eye? Answer, embedded slag.